Hey guys, so welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger, Happy, Havoc. Let's carry on where we left off. I thought I was smart. I thought I knew the answer, but this final case is playing with my brain. It's scrambling it completely as we find out that the Junko we knew actually wasn't Junko at all. Let's carry on. Let's keep chasing the Mastermind down and see if we can expose them once and for all.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
But her face has been plastered in all the magazines and everything, hasn't it? She's the ultimate fashionista. Is that why? Do you remember when we first met Junko? We were like, oh, she's just not that, you know, she's average. And then she was like, oh, it's all Photoshop and everything, right? Wow, that's...
Xanadu ×2!
That's nuts!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on! Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now!
Oh! Okay, here we go. Okay, this is gonna be a complicated one. This is gonna span like our whole freaking thing. Our whole school life, basically. Okay, let's go, let's do this. Okay, we all meet up, right? I say hello to Junko. What the hell could be here? There's so many things. Okay, I don't know what to put there for now. Let's watch this, or look through this. Attacks Monokuma, gets stabbed. It was really Mukuro the entire time. Act 3. Okay, that's obvious. Take the body out. Put the body out there. Act 4. Frickin' Junko tries to kill me. Or is it this one? No, that's a repeat of that. Never mind. Carry on. Act 4 tries to kill me. Raises the knife. Is that's gotta be... Is that Kyoko? Or is that me? That? Shit, okay, never mind. Let's go to the end. that order of events looks pretty tough. The bomb exploding, that's obviously there. The real Junko looking the whole time. When Genocide Jill took off the mask and it exploded. Okay, and then we're back here. Oh, that's, I guess, when we find the body. Here, puts the mask on. The body. Like that, I guess? But here, back here, what happens here? Okay, no, that's a fake one. Okay, this is a fake one. That's a fake one. That's a fake one. That's from case 3. That's case 2. That's case 1. That's a duplicate. What's this one? Where does this go? Does this go here? Does it? I can't think of anything else that could go there. Is it? I suppose that's what I have to go with. Okay, then we go here, here. Raises the knife. Or is that here? Is that it? Damn, this series of events is hard to picture here. Or is it the knife coming back here? Could it be like that? Which one is... I don't know which order this is. Yeah, well, that's about to stab me, and she's staring, and then that's when the killer notices Kyoko in the room. Right? Okay, I think that's the right order. Okay, let's review one more time before we play it. All of us meeting. Does that really fit? Yeah, I guess that's explaining that that was actually Mukuro the entire time. Mukuro gets killed. They take the body out, put Mukuro's body outside, and then the real Junko tries to kill me in my sleep. Kyoko witnesses this, intervenes to save my life, then to further confuse things, drops Mukuro's body out in the garden, slaps the mask on. Act 5, we find the body. Genocide Jill takes the mask off, it explodes. Yes, this has got to be it. Alright, here we go. Whew. It's all starting to come together now.
The killer is you!
Go for it!
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Okay, good.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh my god.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the Mastermind, Junko, and Oshima.
But why? I still don't understand. Why she killed her partner.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Okay, got that right, at least. No, shit. I knew something was wrong. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of this case. Is it like this, then? Oh, okay, never mind. I think that's it, then.
Here's exactly what
That's
happened.
all I can think of.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside
Damn it,
the
I hate
school.
it getting it wrong. It ruins the flow. Okay.
So she put on a mask and then attacked
Oh, I guess that's her at the door frame.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
That's what that was all about.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Man, this is such a crazy-ass case. Just what I expect from the final one, right?
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
We still don't know what the Mastermind looks like.
She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning.
Okay, I'll give myself half credit. I knew it was Junko's body, but I didn't realize that it was a fake Junko.
This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
It was actually Mukuro all along.
And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko and Oshima.
We still don't know what she looks like. But we got
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to
you. Not to
that?
mention, this is just the murder. We have to solve every single mystery.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Oh, we got you.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself! It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Are they gonna appear on that TV or something?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Uh-oh.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
What have you got for us?
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Yep. You can see why Monokuma can be so confident. We've got so many things we need to go through. Ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima, the real one.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Whoa.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No, thank you.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the Mastermind? Jeez. The real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory.
Huh.
Or like a slow suicide.
That's a word I've been using a lot,
I
hasn't
get
it?
bored so easy, you know?
Damn, she sounds so indifferent. Worse than bloody Byakuya.
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Oh, I do remember seeing it. The magazine and the laundry, right? I'm sure I've seen her too, somewhere. It's definitely before I got to the school.
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever
Yeah,
came
the
to
magazine
this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it!
Can't believe it. It's so
Wow,
obvious
You
now.
have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far.
The game has
Huh.
the audacity to just slap it in front of me and I just couldn't see it. And like, you don't question it.
So I was right.
The game tells you they're Junko, so you assume they're Junko.
Then what you told me in the main hall when this
Yes,
all began...
that Photoshop comment. I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk. And I just fully bought, I swallowed it whole. Hook, line, and sinker, she got me. Oh, so they aren't real?
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Oh my god.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
You're twins?
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
You just happen to be ultimates at different things.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Well, twins aren't usually considered older and younger, if only by seconds, though. Whoa.
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
The pair of them.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself!
Oh my god, language.
But if you're twins, Why do you have different last names? Ugh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
Oh my god.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
What?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called Mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
God.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
Sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of this right now.
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
How do you have so many different voices?
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Huh.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Betrayed. I knew she wouldn't volunteer to get herself killed. Huh? This wasn't... Oh. See, when you first read that, you're like, oh, this wasn't supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to die here. Why? Me?
So, you figured it out?
No, I never figured it out at all.
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
Unless you did it by surprise.
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
You really shouldn't have never been born.
So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
I can't read her.
That's why it gets me so excited.
Huh?
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. super, 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 super despair.
Oh my god.
It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
That's what I'm asking.
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. Complete and utter psychopath.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish.
Yes.
Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Not at all.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Says the guy who thinks he's the perfect human being.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What does that mean?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Is she implying that all our families are dead?
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Okay. The next mystery, I guess.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do! We're going to solve all these mysteries!
Damn, Makoto. I like how you said damn straight.
And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
I have a feeling that's what we need to find out.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean...
But Toko, the way her memories work is different, isn't it?
I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
Really?
No fair! At least give us a hint!
She gave us a hint at the very beginning of the case, and look what happened.
Your brains are like sponges.
Actually, that was a
all
very
drippy and
valuable hint.
leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
What? Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us, and what they must be related to. The motives.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
Right, what do the motives mean? What does that mean?
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Families and friends? Well, I only know mine and Sayaka's.
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Being forgotten? The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Oh, we're talking about that kind of theme. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive we were given was human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
Did you really do that? How did you do all that to all of us?
But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
Second theme.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Secrets. For the second murder, the motive's theme was... That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed. So the theme that time was... Oh, the past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
Our past coming back to haunt us.
Embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Shit, where is she going with this?
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Please do drag it out because it's gonna help us think.
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Supposedly money. The theme for the third murder was... The reason Celeste turned to murder was... She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time, the motive for murder was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
So what have we got? Relationships, past, and greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
Where the hell did you get $10 million from?
What's the point of
anyway?
all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was... What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? She wanted to help us. It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. Oh. So the theme of the motive in that fourth case was... Secrets? No, that was the second one. Betrayal?
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Monokuma betrayed Sakura, who had supposedly betrayed us.
Precisely.
Not supposedly.
You see-
She did. But then she redeemed herself.
Once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what does that all mean?
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Come on, there's gotta be a reason, Byakuya. Come on, let's think.
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
They're your basic motives for any kind of murder, really.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
You just gave us the more popular ones.
They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
What does this all mean?
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
If you don't have hope, you can't have despair because you have nothing to look forward to. It's basically all you've ever known is pain. So you can't really feel despair, right?
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
What does that mean?
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
Because the world outside is destroyed, is that? Is that it?
Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because we don't know what happened, about the tragedy.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right?
And once we figure out how to escape, and we do escape, we're gonna see we're better off in here. Is that it?
The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're
I
saying?
mean, that's why we volunteered to spend the rest of our lives at the school, right?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
That's what Makoto was saying in his dream, right? My goal isn't to leave, it's to stay.
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
Damn, she's so evil.
So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing.
Here we go.
I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Yes.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Just show us, please. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell? Okay, that's not what I expected at all. It's a world of Monokumas.
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
How did this happen?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial!
Oh boy, here we go. Shit. What's going on out there? Just like Jack's memory photo of Kyoko and Headmaster group photo. Not
Come
long.
on, bitches! Remember or die!
4 minutes 45.
What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but
What?
when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering? If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us. What other
choice do we have?
Genocide Jack's memory! You're our only hope! If I can't remember, is it all over? I mean, how can she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say remember? Every single one of us has lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all. No. Wait. There's a chance that she hasn't forgotten. Oh!
Come on, bitches! Remember or die!
What the fuck happened?
What happened outside?
I don't understand.
Toko, we need your help!
I mean, what am I supposed to... Nobody...
Please!
No,
Remember!
it's wrong.
You have to know!
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
And the way things have been laid out through this entire game has been awesome.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
So much setup has been going on throughout the game, these little seeds. Not the seed of despair, but seed... Oh, it's just awesome.
I see. If their memories are separate,
And they're all coming to it together now.
then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
You think we like that? No, but we need it right now.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
It's just temporary.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
It does it straight away.
Dun, 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 dun! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer!
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I know, right?
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the Mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Toko, please tell us.
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
This can't be real. Can it?
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Oh, no.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember. The kiss.
I do not want to see this.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah, we know that already. What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
How? What happened?
Danganronpa.